Welcome to the Art Studio. This is a place where visitors can tap into their imaginations and explore their artistic selves. And they can do this through paint, clay, fabric, found objects, and so much more. We are so Wait a minute. I'm gonna take my mask off since it's just me today. So as I was saying, we are so excited to be reopening this summer, and to celebrate, we thought we'd share one of our classic CCM art activities with you, stuffed art. For this project, you're gonna need a few different materials. You're gonna need a stapler. This is gonna be basically how we sew. You will need some pieces of fabric, square size, really any size, something to stuff your stuffed art with. So I'm using just some scrap paper. You can use newspapers or even the insides of old pillows or stuffed animals. And lastly, embellishments. So what are some things that you can maybe decorate your stuffed art with? And to attach things, glue dots are a fabulous choice. And also for this one here, I used quite a bit of fabric glue. Then I'm gonna move my stuffed artwork out of the way for now. I am going to create a guide for me to staple or sew my stuffed art together. Notice I only put the guide on 3 sides. That is for a very important reason. So now I am going to staple. I am not quite at the edge and not too far in. And through the magic of play, I am going to do this incredibly fast. Just to take a brief pause, I did want to mention that I am being very careful not to get my precious fingers near where I am stapling. All right, so you should be able to fit your hand inside of your stuffed pocket. It's kind of like a pocket right now. What I like to do is with my hand inside, press the top in, and then take these edges and flip them over. Ta-da! See now why we wanted your favorite sides facing each other? Fabulous. So you can keep your stuffed art like this. Maybe you want to transform it into a puppet, but if not, we have to go through the next step, which is stuffing. All right, stuffing. This takes a little bit of time. I like to do it in strips and then crumple the strip and pull it out so it's springy. Again, I am going to do magic. I am going to stuff incredibly fast. Was that exhausting or what? Okay, so I have my stuffed art stuffed. I have to seal this up, don't I? Because I don't want all my stuffing to fall out. So what I'm going to do is take these edges, press them together. I could staple it just like this, but I kind of like to fold it, and then staple. I promise it's not that hard. Oof. I just like making sounds. Oof. And oof. Wow, I think I did that a little too hard. That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Another thing you could do to stuff is you don't have to use newspaper. If you have old pillows, you can open those up and use that for stuffing, or even an old stuffed animal. Now, our third and last step, embellishments. So after you stuff and seal up your stuffed art, you get to decorate. Either you can think about making it into a character, so it's more like a stuffed animal, or you can just decorate it. So for this example, I made more of a face, right? I used different kinds of objects for the eyes, some feathers, anything really you can find at home. But even like random found objects, found stuff, old buttons are great. I really like to use tacky glue, which is like a fabric glue. And what I'll do is, especially if you have a toddler, and maybe putting stuff on here is kind of hard, like putting the glue, it's a lot of fine motor. You can put the glue down for them. So then you have all these spots looking for objects to attach to them. And your toddler can pick through all of your lovely items and stick them on. Sometimes I like designs that are kind of random, that are just about picking out objects I like and placing them. So it doesn't always have to be very thought out. You can just start by finding materials you like. This is also a time where scissors can be used, purely optional, but I could cut out some shapes. Oh, this almost looks now like it's got an elephant, an elephant's trunk. Maybe and you can also attach glue to the objects and then attach. There's also glue dots. Glue dots are fantastic for some small fine motor development. You have this piece of plastic you have to peel off. And then let's say, it's nice to have a little trash pail nearby for something like this. I'm going to take this old cap, press the glue dot on, peel the plastic, you can kind of see. There's a little bit of glue on here, and attach it. Also, Sharpies are fabulous. They draw on fabric really well. So maybe to go with this theme of just being expressive, kind of being random, make some marks. Ooh, I like these marks. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you here at the museum, specifically here in the art studio. Bye-bye.